Well, hello everyone and welcome to Forever Biz Team Sizzle. Today is Friday, 3rd of March. And the topic of the day today is called Show Me the Money. Importance of retailing. I know we've talked about this topic many times, but today I'm going to show some calculations. It's a little different. So we're going to start with February announcements, and we're going to go into the topic, and then we're going to have questions and answers. It's going to be your time to talk and ask questions, and we'll review the upcoming events. So back to February announcements. I would like to recognize a couple of my team members this month. We have Jana Massey, who had started doing ads, and she's been doing a lot of the ads. So I would like to recognize her. That was a very proactive, very good step. She also started having more consistent meetings with people, and I'd like to also recognize Tatiana Neville, who recruited 2 people into her team this month, or I should say in February. So great job, guys. Keep charging ahead. This is an amazing accomplishment, and I know we're all energized from Forever Experience training that we just went to in February. So great job. All right, show me the money. Let's quickly review the business cycle. Many of us know already that we work off of the business cycle. This is something that was given to us by the corporation, and it really works. I guess at the center of that cycle is your reason why, and the cycle is very simple. It has only 4 quadrants here. Who do you know? So obviously we start with the list, and then the second quadrant is contacting people and showing them the information, some sort of information. Either it's face-to-face, phone call, email, text message, somehow we contact them, or you know, a little bit more in detail, kind of a meeting, and then we show exactly what we have, either as far as the product or the opportunities. So, and that can also be done in many different ways: one-on-one, DVDs, website, product launches, etc., etc. And then we bring the people to the business presentation, and then obviously we go into the action once the people join our team, and the actions are goals, planning, and training. So obviously you've already seen this, that you've already probably heard that the speed is of the essence here, and that the recruiting in our business is very essential. But also we wanted to emphasize today that not only the recruiting but also retailing, because this is the very first keystone of the business is actually moving the product. And how do we move the product? How do we actually gain financial interest from moving the product, and how do we teach others how to do the same? That is basically that's the cornerstone of your success, and that your business will grow in the direct proportion to the speed at which you implement this business cycle. You have to basically focus on all these activities. So just wanted to review that. You know, you do need to create the momentum, and today will be, you know, we'll be covering exactly one aspect of that business cycle, which is retailing. So obviously we know that we will be doing part-time. If we're working part-time, we'll be doing 2 to 5 contacts per day. I'm sure you've heard this many times before, that if we're working full-time, we'll be doing 10+ contacts per day. That is also very important because you move a lot faster through the business cycle. But the objective of this whole thing is to create momentum, create excitement, and the success that you desire. So with that said, you've already seen before the marketing plan. You know that we have 5 different steps before we, you know, additional other incentives open up to us. And you probably have already heard that there are 3 steps to sharing, running our business. We use the products ourselves, we share the products with others, and then we share business opportunity with others. That sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? So we all start as a new distributor, and then we progress to assistant supervisor, either by purchasing a Start Your Journey pack or by basically using any kind of product within 2 consecutive months and spending approximately $352 with a discount over 2 consecutive months to become the assistant supervisor. And here you can see, if you remember from the previous trainings, that you gain 30% off, which is your wholesale discount throughout all the levels. And then based on your qualification, then you have personal bonus. With assistant supervisor, it's 5%, supervisor is 8%, assistant manager is 13%, and then manager is 18%. And then you also get group bonus and personal discount, and you get also new distributor profit as part of the plan. So there are 4 different pays that we get, 4 different bonuses. So today I wanted to show you a couple of calculations. A lot of the people start this business and they're not really sure what to do. I mean, they start because they are interested in earning money, but they're very new and they really don't know what to do and what to focus on. So this is not the business where you only have to recruit people. It's the business where you have to retail and recruit if you want to be successful. And then, of course, you have to coach others how to do the same. So let's move to the next slide. And I wanted to show you the commissions by sales volume. That, kind of recently I had a party at my house, and some people actually raised their eyebrows because they weren't aware of this. So basically, as we start, let's say you've purchased your Start Your Journey pack. That should give you not only a wholesale discount of 30% plus 5% for that particular level, but you also get 35% of retail profit. What does that mean to you? That means, and you can see here, depending on how many case credits, and again, every case credit is worth approximately $200, a little over $200. So depending on how many case credits we have, of the product we have moved or sold, your 35% grows accordingly in a direct proportion to that. So what typically we teach is, it starts with the supervisor level, not the assistant supervisor, but it starts with the supervisor level. By the time you have the team already, you get 4 case credits minimum, which is approximately $800 of sales, including your own personal purchases too. It's not very much, but what that would get you, I guess, is a very nice monthly retail commission. So what I'm trying to teach, and a lot of other more successful leaders teach, instead of doing 4 case credits and focusing on 4, we have to focus on a little bit more. I've heard different numbers. I've heard 5 case credits. I've heard 7. I've heard 8 now. Right now, myself, I'm focusing on making at least 8 case credits of sales per month, and that basically includes my regular customers. Well, you can see right on this, in this table, that 8 case credits is approximately $1,600 of sales. But today, for the sake of this example, I wanted to show you the 7 case credits, which is a little bit easier. It's $1,400, a little over $1,400 of sales. That also includes your personal use of products. Sometimes you need some aloe, sometimes you need some vitamins, you might need some shampoos, you might need some toothpaste, deodorants, etc., etc. So because of all this, what you get is your commission grows as the sales volume grows. So as an assistant supervisor, if you focus on 7 case credits, you can see here that you can get $495. That's pretty much $500 of commission, of monthly commission, if you just focused on 7 case credits every month. You can then trace it to the next column, and you can see that as a supervisor, if you also focus on 7 case credits, now your pay increases to $537. If you're an assistant manager, it goes up to $608 per month. So That's just the straight commission. And as a manager, it goes to $679 a month. So that's a lot of, money really for a lot of people. What that may mean for you is, you know, a new car. That may mean a new car and an extra, you know, vacation a year with your family. You multiply that by 12 and you get, you know, if you're an assistant manager, you get over $7,000 a year just in commission, just commission alone. That would allow you to be a little bit more flexible with your money, with your travel, with your purchases or vehicle, whatever. So my personal goal is within the next 2 to 3 months to move into the 12 case credits. And how I do that, I'll tell you a little bit later. But, you know, I'm really pleased that, you know, a few months back I started having pretty consistent, you know, above 6, and now I'm into the 8s. So I'm pretty proud of it, and I'm pretty happy of this. So I will show you how I do it. And if you learn how to do it yourself, what you can do then is accordingly, you can then tell your friends or, you know, stay-home moms or interested parties that, you know, you have you yourself make that much, and you can teach others how to make, you know, $400 to $800 a month very easily by just doing some sales activities from home. That is a great recruiting tool. It is a great success. Obviously, you cannot attract people until you become successful yourself. So, and so if you were able to accomplish that yourself, you'll have a lot of followers and a lot of interested parties. So your team will grow proportionally to the amount of case credits per month that you move, of the product that you move. So next slide, methods of retailing. How do we do that? So there are several different methods of retailing. Obviously, we use 2 primarily here, and we use those 2 very much locally because, you know, there are 2 methods that we've taught previously, and we have additional videos on and handouts on. But one of them in particular is called POP boxes. That's a personal use product pack. That's what POP stands for. So we give these packs to those of our friends or acquaintances that are interested in trying the product. And you can see here in the upper right corner, there are different kinds of packs. We can have, you know, sports pack. We can have women's pack. We can have a skincare pack. We can have you know, baby pack, we can have animal pack. There's so many different ways you can share the product. You don't even have to have packs. You can give a person one item. I give one item. I give essential oils to try over weekend to one person. So you can give one item. It doesn't have to be a pack. You know, Sonia skincare kit on the right-hand side on the bottom. As an excellent. This is one of my absolute favorite ones because it comes in a pack. It's beautiful. It feels good in the face. People love it. I have multiple customers, recurring customers for this skincare pack. In fact, I have 3 people that are permanently purchasing, have been purchasing the Sonia skincare pack every month. And then I have also 3 customers that are purchasing parts of it. You know, scrub and a lotion, or cleanser and a scrub, or, you know, just serum and the cream. So it all depends on the budget of the person. So they usually say, I absolutely love the products, but I can't afford the whole pack. What would you recommend? And I basically ask a few questions to say, well, what are you interested in? What do you currently use? What kind of issues do you have? Do you have an issue with this? And then I just kind of guide them through, and we find a reasonable solution for those people that you know, satisfies them and still gives them great looking skin. So this is an excellent tool, Sonia skincare. You know, we can have health pack. Obviously, you can also share Elo. You can, you know, we have Elo to go. Another tool that we use is product launch, and that's another thing that we also use pretty much locally in our local market. because you can't really do product launch online. I guess you could, but you won't be able to give people to try any of these things, because part of the product launch is actually smelling, touching, trying the product, hearing other people's opinions. I usually invite one or two of my clients to the product launch so they can speak if they can attend, or maybe like displaying a video or two of the testimonials. So those are those tools are the ones that you would use to increase your customer base. So and that is how you're going to get paid, is by increasing your customer base. And what I recommend is increasing your customer base by about 2 customers every month. If you set that target, and if you share the products with about 10 people a month, just share the products without sharing your business, just saying, hey, I started a business. What kind of business is it? Well, it's health and wellness, and this is what we do. We market this, we market that. Would you like to try a pop box? What is a pop box? Well, it's a box of products that you can use for personally for a few days, and then you'd return them back to me, obviously, because it's like using a tester at the store, only you use it for 2 to 3 days, so you can really experience the products. And some of the things that are in the pop box are one-time samples. You can see on the right-hand side there's RG Plus sample, there's CoQ10 sample, there's a Fab sample. So those are the ones that they will basically consume. They will not return. Obviously, you can't return that. If they consume them, they consume them. So you basically have to explain exactly what's going on, and which ones the person would need to return, how they need to use them, everything you need to take out, you need to talk to a person, tell them everything. It's not just something that you drop on somebody's lap or under somebody's door and you hope that they figure it out. You actually do talk to them, and there's a questionnaire inside that you can download from Forever Biz in the files. We have the questionnaire. There's a description that we stick inside the pack that basically talks about what it is, that it's all sanitized. We sanitize after every use, everything, and it's much, much cleaner than at the store where everybody touches it. So usually after a pop drop, the average pop drop order is about $50. That's average, but a lot of the times it's a lot more than that. So sometimes maybe a person will order just one item. Let's say it's just RG Plus, but another person might order 6 or 7 different items because they're just absolutely thrilled and they want to try different things. So that's where your orders are coming from. So the product launch is the same thing. People come, they try, they taste. There's a questionnaire that goes with the product launch, and people filling out that questionnaire will give you an idea what kind of issues they might have, what kind of other people that they might have that have issues, and also what might they be interested in. So based on that, then you would recommend different products to those people, and of course you need to speak to them personally. And if you can't speak to them personally, sometimes people run quickly and then they say, oh, I have to leave, I have to go pick up my kid. But then you have to call them back, and that is why you need the questionnaire, so that you know their name, their phone number, their email address, and you know what they need because they've circled some answers, and so you can get back to them about those products. And of course, do not hesitate. Like what I do typically, within the first week, I try to make my 4 case credits. So I typically do 2 to 3 orders a month. So the very first weekend of the month, and then the very second weekend of the month. And usually, because I now is a little bit above 8 case credits, I cannot fit everything into one order. One order is 4.15 case credits. So that's the maximum amount of product you can order and still pay $8.50 in shipping. So there will be more than one order eventually. And what you do is you basically break that up. I break it up and I order the very first one, the very first weekend of the month, and then as they keep rolling back, because I have over 50 customers now, and I text message them what would you like? I'll be ordering soon. What would you like to order? And, you know, sometimes they say, well, I'll think about it, or give me a day or two. I'm going to ask around my house and see if anybody needs anything. So what happens is basically it takes sometimes a week. So you start a little earlier, and then it goes into the second week for the second shipment. And this is how you kind of get things moving. So initially, maybe you'll only have one shipment, and then as your customer base grows, you get more shipments. So here's an example of my 7-case credits, and I actually try to, what I try to do is I try to enter everything that was ordered last month. So you can see here that's $1,421 in total, and that is a retail price. So I just wanted to show you the prices here. So it's 7-case credits of sales approximately. So that is, you know, I had 2 customers order Clean 9 pack, okay? I had 1 customer order Vital 5. That's customer number 3. So you can see this is numbered. So the customer number 4 ordered 2 items. They ordered Forever Ultralight Chocolate Smoothie. They like 2 because that lasts them a whole month. And then they ordered Forever Aloe Beets and Peaches, 2 bottles. So that's customer number 4. Customer number 5 ordered RG Plus, and I had another customer who ordered RG Plus. And then I have customer number 7 ordered Vitalize for men, women, Forever Kids. They ordered Sonia Balancing Cream, Sonia Aloe Nourishing Cream, Forever Shield, which is our deodorant. And I think there was something else that they ordered, maybe not. But anyways, you can see that customer number 7 ordered quite a few of products because those are regular use products anyway, and I just want to be healthy. So customer number 9 ordered R3 Factor, and 1 for themselves and 1 to give to somebody. So then we have also customer number 9 ordered Aloe Ever Shield, another deodorant. B Propolis, they ordered Aloe Vera Berry Nectar, and then they ordered face and body soap, avocado soap. So because they're a big fan of the avocado soap. So yeah, you can basically see here I have 3 customers who ordered Sonia skincare kit. I have 1 customer who ordered exfoliator and balancing cream. I have another customer who ordered royal jelly, aloe vera gel, and 2 bottles of aloe vera gel, and MPD, which is our laundry detergent. So, and then we have also a customer who ordered face and body soap, the avocado soap, Aloe E Factor, and Aloe Scrub. So you can see that there are different orders. And somebody just wants to lose weight, somebody just wants to be healthy with Vital 5, somebody wants to have a meal replacement for breakfast, which is excellent meal replacement. It's under 250 calories, and you don't get hungry. You get aminotin, which is incredible amino acid that allows the protein to be consumed at a constant rate. You get enough energy to last you through lunch, and it's a great calorie curbing meal. So there are so many different products. So you can see that this, I just wanted to put it all on one sheet to show you exactly what had happened. But typically this is 2 orders. So, and sometimes the very first one, I order some of the items for myself. So the first order might be, just a few customers, and then by the time everybody else comes around. I also had noticed that I have to have additional products in stock. Just a few bottles of aloe, I used to run out all the time. I love to have just a few products in stock. I have to say that essential oils were a big hit, and essential oils were, buy one get one free, which now there's hardly anything left. So a lot of the times it makes sense when they are running campaigns like this to buy more, because what's going to happen is they're going to run out. So how does this happen? How do we calculate all this? So here's an example. Let's say you are an assistant supervisor and you have a 35% profit. retail profit. So basically what you'd use here, there's a table on the right-hand side here that shows there are two different ways of operation. There's a pride and then there's a high. So high means, you know, you're striving to be excellent, and then pride means you're striving to be proud of yourself, but you don't really want to work extra hard. So with the pride scheme here, you can easily reach 5.5 case credits. So that's way over $1,000 in retail sales. You know, so what you would do with the pride is, you see here on the table, you would use about a half a case credit of personal products, whatever you need, toothpaste, you know, detergent, you name it, and then you would then do only one product launch, because usually a product launch generates about 2 case credits of sales. So right there and then you have 2 case credits of sales, and then you would do 4 pop boxes, which, you know, you would place approximately 1 pop box a week. So that would generate approximately 1 case credit of sales as well. And then you would recruit only 1 person, you know, which, let's say person A, you recruited a person A. That would give you 2 case credits. The reason why I listed 2 case credits here is obviously in Canada and North America, we now have Start Your Journey pack, which is a lot cheaper way to become an assistant supervisor, to obtain a wholesale discount. But it used to be, just a year ago, it used to be 2 case credits. You had to buy Touch of Forever pack, which is a lot more expensive, and it's 2 case credits. So just in case, I'm listing here 2 case credits, you know, obviously it could be a little bit less, then you'd be about 5 case credits in that particular month. But if a person is a serious person, and if they came to actually do business, let me tell you, they would jump in with both feet. They would invest some money into the product so they can create more pop boxes. They can put more products on their table, because all that gets recovered within about 6 to 8 weeks. And I'll show you how. So with the high scheme of operation, you would have 1.5 case credits of personal use, because maybe you have a larger family, maybe you have, you know, you want to do additional, you know, use additional products on yourself. You know, cosmetics, essential oils, shampoos, and you name it. So then you would do 2 business launches that month. That would bring about 4 case credits of sales. You would do 8 pop boxes, which is 2 pop boxes per week, which isn't that much at all. And then you would do you would recruit 2 new team members in that month. So that your total moves to 11.5 case credits. So what does that mean in the profit? So you can see here a profit breakdown with a pride and a blue, in a blue color, you get $350 per month, right there, just barely working. You get $350 per month of monthly addition to your income. And with a high, you know, system implemented, which means, you know, 2 product launches, 8 pop boxes, and 2 people recruited per month, you get $700 off. That is your retail profit. It is incredible. It is absolutely incredible. So, you know, that's a lot of money. And you would then have to really focus on increasing just a little bit of your product sales, increasing just a little bit of your pop box drops, etc. So that's just assistant supervisor. So I'm going to move forward to the next slide. And here we have a slow supervisor. So now you've risen up to the next level, because you would need 2 consecutive months. You need to accumulate 25 case credits. So if you have 2 people on your team, it becomes very easy to accumulate 25 case credits over 2 consecutive months. So month 2 or 3, you became supervisor. So congratulations, you became supervisor and you got 3% raise. So now your retail profit is 38%. and let's say that you are a slow supervisor, because here's team members A and B are from the very first 2 months. You have recruited them, and then this month you only recruited 2 more. That's it. So what would your profit look like? You would see here that your profit, because of the 3% increase in profit, you are now making from $380 to $760 a month, barely working. So now you'll notice also here there's a month 2 listed under totals, and it's broken down into self, because that's what that is the personal products that you would basically sell, personal profit. And then you also have a 3% profit from your team. And your team is very basic. They make about between 10, the whole team makes between 10 case credits and 20 case credits in the second month. That's very little. So you get between $60 and $120 of profit from the team. So altogether, that moves you to, for the second month, moves you to $440 to $880. So that's a huge addition to somebody's budget. You can have a new car, you can have a nice trip, you can have maybe, additional, whatever, parties for your kids, beautiful hair done and nails, etc. So, and that basically what you can do just being a very slow supervisor. Here's a fast supervisor example. Again, 38% profit, but this gal went nuts, and she, not only recruited person A and B the first month, but she also helped those persons A and B to recruit 2 more people into each of their teams. And then she also recruited additional team members that have no teams yet, but they're just starting. So they invested 2 case credits into their product, and they're starting to work. So over this month, when she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people, 2 of which have teams already, the profit looks like, personally, she would do 5.5, between 5.5 and 11.5 case credits. That would be about $380 to $760 worth of product, worth of profit, and for the the team, what comes from the team is you could actually get another 3%. So what I'm showing here is that for the month A, let's say she basically nothing was happening because she just hired those people and they weren't working, and let's say she signed up the additional 3 and they didn't purchase anything right away. So it was kind of a sluggish month. So she only made, for the month A, she only made between $380 and $760. But for the month B, then all of a sudden, what happens is that she cranked her own personal goals up a little bit. She cranked up her volume by, from 5.5 to 7.5. So by only 2 case credits, she basically went out there and she worked a little bit more in finding additional customers. Well, that moved her personal profit from $380 to $532. That's huge. And then if she cranked it up even more, going high, she would then crank it up by maybe 4 case credits that month. She could make 15.5, which is $1,178 in profit. So that's a lot. It's a huge increase. And so the team is still staying a little bit sluggish for between 10 and 20 case credits. So that's between $60 and $120. But altogether for the month 2, for the month B, is between $592 and $1,298. So you can now see that the increase in sales and increase in customers means a lot here. So it doesn't only mean a lot to your pocket. It also means a lot to the new recruits. When you are able to show to the new recruits that this is how much on the average you make, they're going to go, their eyes are going to go, wow, that's going to raise some eyebrows. They're going to say, you know what? Why don't you show me this now, because I really need that new car. I really need that additional, income, etc. So let's then look at the last example, which is a slow assistant manager. Let's say that you worked really, really hard, and maybe you retailed a lot, and you got to the assistant manager with your existing team of 5. And you got to the 43% profit. Let's just even pretend that you know, your 3 members never got any team members yet. Let's say they're very slow, and you know, things aren't moving as fast as you want. So that's why I'm calling this a slow assistant manager. But your average volume, let's say, is even really, really bad. Let's say it's 17.5. And then your high volume, maybe it fluctuates still because the team is not duplicating that grade. The team is like struggling. But your high volume is, let's say, 35.5 case credits. You can see on the bottom right the totals that, you know, you can very easily have approximately, you know, between 762 to $1,524 a month if you get you know, enough volume. So that is absolutely incredible. So, you know, and I put things in a font, in a red font here, repeat customers. So just by adding that additional line of repeat customers, it had increased her profit from between $172 to $344 a month. So by just moving 4 case credits a month more, you get additional almost $350 a month as an assistant manager. This is why it's so important to focus on this and to teach that to others. And again, all I do is I increase, you know, my customer base by 2 customers a month, and the sales started to move up. So this is super important, and I can't stress this out enough, because that's going to attract additional team members to you. Not everybody wants to build a global team or even a small team, but a lot of people would want to have a quick additional cash of $1,200 a month. So it is your responsibility to show them how to do this. And if you don't know how to do this, you can't show them. Therefore, you need to learn how to do this first, and then if you know how to do this, you can train this to others. Okay, I think we're pretty much done with our presentation. I hope you liked it. That was a short presentation. I wanted to remind everyone that business launch at my house will be on Sunday. Oh, I'm sorry, this is actually a mistake. It's a Saturday, the 11th, Saturday 11th of March from 2 to 4:30 p.m. So don't forget to send your contacts, your customers over, and you know, possibly you can attend yourself. Please do so. We also have Global Rally in Dubai, April 2nd through 10th that we're going to. There's 6 of us are going, and we're going to see the big checks distributed on stage. This is absolutely awesome, great. We're going to see the city that is, you know, the most amazing city in the world. So maybe not this year because the tickets have already been sold out, but maybe next year we're going to see where Forever will take us for the Global Rally. But it is a must, and the reason why I'm saying this is because statistically, distributors who go to company events, I'm talking about large company events, their sales volume doubles the next year. Again, why? It's because it works subconsciously on your brain, and it works subconsciously on your mind to give you an extra boost, an extra security, extra confidence. You, like, literally, we came back, we became totally ruthless. You know, last year compared to this year, there's no comparison. I can only imagine what's going to happen after we come back from Dubai. You network with people. You network with people who are super successful, that were really in a slump before. Some of them were in a horrible state financially, spiritually, physically, and now you see a person who's blooming, who is incredibly confident, that have, you know, people who have gained financial independence. It makes you incredibly confident and ensure that you can do it too. If you see other people did it, you can do it too. So I highly recommend, yes, yeah, you might not qualify for it now, but it is an important step towards your confidence, towards your growth in your business. Okay, so next team, Sizzle, we're gonna start with announcements and recognitions again if we see anything spectacular within the 2 weeks. We're gonna talk about importance of duplication. We're gonna basically, I will go over very briefly about how to teach your team to duplicate and how to coach them. So we're going to also answer questions, and it will be your time to talk, and we'll announce upcoming events one more time. So it's your time to talk now, and do you need any help? Do you need any help with customer acquisitions? Do you need any help with monthly orders towards your 4 case credits minimum? Do you need help with generating repeat customers, following up, staying focused, or recruiting? It's your time to talk. So please find a little hand on your dashboard and click on it. So this way we'll give the moderator an ability to unmute you.